The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week we'll be starting with Mike Falk, Lima Supervisor. Mike, what's going on?
Hi, Chris. Thanks for hosting us again. Last Wednesday, Livingston County held its Teen Recognition Awards dinner, and congratulations to the following Lima teens for receiving honors at the dinner. Mikey DeVicki, Madison Fleming, Elizabeth Kwok, Mary Kwok, Evelyn Rose, Walker Scott, and Johnny Skiptunis III, which is the mayor's son. So congratulations to all of those outstanding young people. They will do great things going forward. We have received and approved applications for peddlers from Renewal by Anderson to be moving around the town outside the village, going door to door, marketing their wares, which are windows. If you get someone tapping on your door, that is likely the Anderson people. The cars are well marked. If there are any concerns or questions, 582-1130, call us at the town hall so we can make an adjustment. The 2024 Compass Care Walk for Life is coming to Lima. There will be a rally on Friday, May 3rd, starting at 7 p.m. over at Crossroads Church. Refreshments will be provided, and there's a live stream event going on. The actual walk is then the following day, which is Saturday, May 4th, 9 to 12, up at Elam Bible Institute on College Street. The walk actually kicks off about 10 a.m. Everyone's welcome, whether you walk or not. Chairs will be provided. The annual Memorial Day Parade will take place on Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th. If you want to watch the parade, you should probably be in place 9-ish. The parade will kick off at 9:30, goes from the elementary school on College Street, down 15A and around on 5 and 20 over to the town hall for these ceremonies. The town and village cleanup days are now combined, May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 8 to noon at the highway departments on Dublin Street. You must have a permit from the village clerk, or excuse me, the town clerk. They are free to town and village residents. You're allowed to pick up truckload. We are taking electronics. And that's all I've got, Chris.
Thanks, Mike. I'm going to read what Jim Kirch, supervisor of the town of Wheatland, has sent in. The Town of Wheatland's spring-summer newsletter will be mailed next week. Town trash cleanup is May 4th at the Highway Department for town outside the village. Brush pickup is May 6th for town outside the village of Scottsville residents. We have a senior center dinner at 6 p.m. on May 17th. A contribution of $5 per meal is appreciated. Space is limited, so please call on our senior citizens coordinator at 585-889-1284 for your reservations. Our senior center lunch club 60 meets on Mondays and Wednesdays. Lunch Club 60 is administered by the Monroe County Office for the Aging and is designed to help our community's older residents and visitors enjoy better health through improved nutrition. The suggested contribution for senior citizens is $3.50. On Thursdays, our senior center chef, Darlene, cooks a homemade meal for our lunch bunch participants. It's a great time to enjoy a delicious meal and catch up with friends. The fee for lunch is $3.50. Registration for Wheatland Summer Camp begins on May 1st. Camp will run from July 1st through August 15th, 2024. Registration can be done online. The Scottsville Free Library will host a children's seed planting program Friday, May 10th from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Children will learn seed planting using seeds from our own seed library. Registration is required. Our farmers market will run from July 10th through September 11th on Wednesdays from 4 to 7 p.m. at the American Legion Smith Warren Post 367. That's at 61 Main Street in Scottsville. New vendors are always welcome. If you are interested in participating, please contact our Recreation Department at 889-1553, extension 103 or 107, with any questions or obtain a vendor application. Our annual Memorial Day Parade will be on Monday, May 27th this year. The broadcast premiere of Still Standing, The Barns of J.T. Wells and Sons will air May 13th on WXXI Channel 21 at 9 p.m. And that's all we have from the town of Wheatland. Now it's over to Rick Milne. Rick, what's going on in the village of Honeoye Falls and maybe even Monroe County?
Chris, again, it's nice to be here today. Thank you. Couple things. As of this publication, hopefully we had some really nice weather on Saturday, the 27th, for the Village Environmental Day. And that's normally quite a big event in the village, taking place at Harry Allen Park, where we'll be giving out some saplings, and there'll be different demonstrations regarding positive environmental impacts. And there'll also be some cleanup projects going on. The Honeoye Falls Mendon Rotary Club always is very active in cleaning up some of the creek bed areas and some of the roads around the village, and we really appreciate their support. So we're hoping that was a great day. Some of the things that are happening in the village, some of the big talk over the last week or two has been the announcement of a coffee roaster coming into the old Custom Brew Crafters building on Village Square. TIA Coffee Roasters will be taking over the building formerly known as Custom Brew Crafters, and it will be a coffee roasting business. Some of the conversation, of course, online has been about the aroma, the odor coming from the coffee roasters. I'm sure there will be some fresh ground and roasted coffee odor that does come through the village a little bit, which personally I'm looking forward to. But at the same time, the business owner is taking that into consideration and is already planning on using afterburners, et cetera, to mitigate that odor. So we're really hoping for a minimal impact. That business owner is also planning to open a small cafe within that business as well, and is working right now on determining the size of that cafe. Do they do a full build out for it, or do they start a little bit smaller and then enhance that size as the business grows? So we want to welcome TIA Coffee Roasters to the village. We're still a couple months out. They're still cleaning the building out from some of the equipment that was in there prior. It will take them a couple of months certainly to get going. But again, it's going to be another nice business in the community. It is that time of year. The weather's starting to turn to the positive. Construction is starting. Road projects, construction projects around the county. We all know that Honeoye Falls and Mendon are dissected by county and state roads. The truck traffic is picking up, and each year we certainly do get complaints of not only the heavy truck traffic, but trucks driving too fast or what appear to be driving too fast. It's important for our residents to know that we do reach out to the trucking companies, to the stone quarries, the quarries where the tar and road fill is produced. We ask them to slow down. We ask them to not use the Jake brakes, etc. But we also have to remember that these trucks are big. They're loud, and any bump they hit, it makes it sound and look like the trucks are driving faster than they really are. So, it's going to be a busy time. The village gets extremely busy every summer and every spring and summer at this time as the truck traffic picks up. There are not other routes around the village that make sense for the trucking companies to use. And again, it's important to note, these are state and county roads. We do not control the traffic on those. So we do our best to try to slow the traffic down and mitigate that. Along with that, those construction projects starting, we're going to have projects going on in the town of Mendon, which, I know John will update the community on as they begin. But in the village, we've got a couple of big projects as well. The village has a West Main Street sidewalk project that will be starting sometime in June. We have awarded that business. And right when that gets done, we're hoping that the timing is going to work. West Main Street will be milled and repaved. And West Main Street's been in rough condition for a couple years now. So we're looking forward to having this project done. It will indeed slow some traffic down. The process will be ongoing. We do not expect the roads to be closed, but we do expect roads to slow down and traffic to be blocked a little bit. It will certainly impact our residents and our businesses to a degree, but traffic will keep moving. So, be patient with that. That's going to be mainly in June and July. But it's going to be busy, but these projects need to be completed. With that, some of the county things that I'm involved in and things that are going on, Henrietta, this coming, today, as a matter of fact, as this presentation is being made, is the Henrietta Youth Hall of Fame. And I'll be attending that meeting. That's going to be at the RIT Inn and Conference Center. And there's some incredible Youth Hall of Fame award electees that we'll be presenting to. So we're looking forward to that. Also on May 1st, I'll have office hours along with legislator Steve Brew at the Henrietta Public Library at around 6 p.m. And that again is on May 1st. And we do that every other month or so. I was at the Mendon Public Library last month. I'll be in Rush in a couple of months, and then in Parenton and Pittsford, et cetera. And then, as I already talked about, road projects, again, from a county standpoint, that's the big thing right now. Road projects, road projects, road projects. They're all starting. It's going to be busy all around the county. So I think the important thing with that to remember is to slow down, move over, give the workers, the trucks that are pulled off to the side of the road and working on the road, give them their room, but really watch out for the highway workers. And that goes for both the town, the village, and the county workers and state workers. These people are out there working hard to make these roads better and put them in better condition. And we want to make sure our employees and the county employees go home safe each and every night. So please watch out for our highway workers. They're doing their job to make it easier for you to get from point A to point B. So give them the room that they need. With that, Chris, I'll sign off and thank you again for the opportunity.
Thanks, Rick. Now it's over to John Moffett. John, how are we doing in Mendon?
Great, Chris. Glad to see everybody. I think we're all seeing the temperature going up here, and so nicer weather coming in. So we're all looking forward to the extension of spring and certainly on to summer. First thing I wanted to mention, as I have mentioned previously, is that the town board will be holding a public hearing on May 13th to establish a moratorium on smoke shops. We certainly want to hear what people have to say. Please feel free to come to that meeting. You can also attend it virtually or send an email to myself, and I will be happy to enter it into the record. I've heard from a couple of people, but we certainly want to hear from as many residents as possible. Let's see, the Mendon Firemen's Carnival, that's 3 days in Mendon, May 30th, 31st, and June 1st. Hope to see all of you there. I did want to expand a little bit about a couple of things. First of all, the recreational activities available to our residents in the town of Mendon. A great deal of them that the town provides are on Summel Road. There are tennis courts there. There's a softball field, a playground, which is currently in the middle of construction. We're doing some upgrades on that playground. Basketball court, soccer fields over at Dreisbeck, and of course, the spray park next at Dreisbeck Park as well. In Mendon Center, there's tennis / pickleball courts there. And of course, there's many different recreational activities offered by the Village of Honeoye Falls and the County of Monroe. The Lehigh Valley Trail, of course, all the various activities that are available at Mendon Ponds Park. And indoors, we do have the community center that is available for our residents. You can call the town clerk's office if you're interested in using the community center. The Mendon Youth Center will be closing on May 16th for the season. And that is for 6th, 7th, and 8th graders as after-school activities from 2 to 6 p.m. We'll reopen it in the fall. Did want to mention that the baseball fields in the hamlet are privately owned. They are not owned or maintained by the town. And that is a private organization that owns the fields in the hamlet. So if you're interested in that particular situation with those fields, I know I'll be down there umpiring a few games and probably eat a couple of hot dogs before the season's over. So I'll probably look forward to seeing you down there as well. Thank you.
All right, thanks, John. And Rick, or you have anything else you might want to add, or you all set?
All set.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for watching. Remember, this airs every Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Just like the page or subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the show begins to broadcast. That's it for this week. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye for now.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.